Right here at the front, I want to tell you about the movie about McDonald's. It has Michael Keaton in it, and it is called The Founder. If you want to see the history and an outstanding story about how McDonald's was started and where it ended up and how it was stolen from the original owners, go ahead and watch The Founder.
If you've had a craving for fast food lately, you may have gotten sticker shock at the drive-thru.
You know, it's supposed to be cheap, quick, and an easy option, but now, as Teresa Priolo shows us, some price hikes seem to have a lot of people asking, why is fast food getting so expensive?
Waking up dizzy in the morning. We fight a lot. Don't even know about what. I just want you to leave, darling. It's my only hope. Can't you see?
Howdy, everybody. I am RJ Smith, and this thing of ours is Crazy News React, where I scour news sources for the weirdest, strangest, and craziest news stories of the day, and I post them every single day at midnight. Today, we are talking about the Big Mac. There's nothing more American than a Big Mac, right? It's been around since what, the 1967? But over the years, it has gone through a lot of changes, and the price will astound you. Let's go.
There's no denying how delicious a fresh batch of Mickey D's fries are. Piping hot, perfectly salted, and also more expensive than ever.
I buy the Mac chicken sandwich. It was like $1 something. So right now it's $3, almost $4.
Remember as a kid, the best thing in the world was going to Mickey D's and grabbing a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke, and maybe even an apple pie. Wow, that was amazing. And I, like most American boys, love McDonald's. But have you ever wondered what's actually on a Big Mac? The company does state that it's 100% beef and that it has a taste like no other burger in the world. And that, to me, is because of the special sauce. They start with two 100% all beef patties that are 1.6 ounces each. Pretty small, huh? And of course, it comes on that famous sesame seed bun. They throw a few pickles on there, fresh lettuce, chopped onion, and a slice of American cheese. Us fat people love cheese. Although many people think it does not include artificial flavors. Doesn't have any preservatives, and nobody adds colors to the burger, except the pickle. That bad boy does have an artificial preservative, and there are 590 calories in just the Big Mac sandwich. Pretty similar to a quarter pounder with cheese, which is also about 520 calories. Then you have the double quarter pounder with cheese at 740 calories. But perhaps you just want a quarter pounder with cheese. Sounds great. That will be 630 calories. And then those of us who can't really afford the big, we go for the McDouble, which comes in at a measly 400 calories.
As inflation continues to wage war on Americans of every income and wallet size, it's also hitting what traditionally had become the cheaper option. But for many, that's no longer the case.
The average working man is not able. I'm eating a $2 hamburger and a small fries because I can't afford, $10, $12, $14 for a meal.
You remember going to McDonald's with your mom or dad, or maybe with your brothers and sisters and friends, and you could get a Big Mac back in late 70s, 80s for anywhere from 50 cents to $1.60 is what the historical records show, right? I think it was closer to about 65 cents when I bought them. And the average now for the Big Mac, where I live, is $6. But it's lost 40% of its size since the 70s. So getting smaller, costing more. Good old America. But did you know that there are 28 grams of fat in a Big Mac and 10 grams of that wonderful tasting saturated fat? And if you have high cholesterol, this is not the sandwich for you because it has 80 milligrams. Me, I like salt. I love the fries. I put extra salt on them. But I didn't know that in a Big Mac sandwich, there is 1,000 milligrams of sodium, salt, right? Holy crap, guys. And if that's not enough for you, how about 9 grams of sugar, just like this, and just a quarter gram, 0.25 gram of protein? Huh? McDonald's now has over 40,275 restaurants globally. globally, and they are still raking in the cash.
The reality is the cost of goods and services is taking its toll, from the cost of beef to shipments of potatoes. Carl Gould is a small business expert.
You want to bring your cargo ship through the Panama Canal, you have to call up and bid higher to get your ship through. That means every single product in every container on those ships is now more expensive.
More than 100 countries across the globe have a McDonald's. So where do they get their beef? 45% come from farms here in the US, but 20% is imported from Australia, 10% from Brazil, 8% from Canada, 7% from New Zealand, and 5% from Europe. So technically, you could have a Big Mac that has beef from several different countries. Oh, God. Their biggest supplier of beef is probably Cargill. They supply about 35% of the meat to McDonald's. And then, of course, you have Tyson Foods. They're not far behind with about 25% of the food. And then JBS US. They provide about 20%. There are smaller packers that also work with McDonald's. Places like Lopez Foods of Oklahoma. After all, a McDonald's hamburger is the most popular in the world. They sell about 6.5 million burgers a day. That's 45,000 every minute. Put that in your brain and let it tumble around.
And even still, the fast food companies are seeing a window to turn a profit. Take, for example, a Big Mac in 1978 was 90 cents. With inflation, it should be $4.09 today. It's now $6.59. In 2004, a Wendy's bacon cheeseburger was $2.79. Now it's over $7. The question remains, is this enough to turn people away from a brand they've grown up with? And once they're lost, can you get them back?
So look, in my adult years, like probably many of you, I have stopped eating McDonald's. Although every once in a while, I will get an urge for their amazing fries, which have like 30 different ingredients, and a Big Mac. Although it's not so big anymore because it's lost 40% of its size over the years, while skyrocketing in prices, as you just heard. But they sell more burgers than anyone on the planet.
I believe they've tried other ways of dealing with supply chain issues and other issues, increasing their costs. And I believe they're doing it now because they don't see another way.
So you might be wondering, the prices that you see today, is that as high as it goes?
Prices are all over the place when it comes to Big Macs, quarter pounders, blah, blah, blah. A meal at McDonald's, which used to cost just a couple bucks, is now $12 to $15. And in California, $18 for a Big Mac meal. You know, when Happy Meals were invented in 1979, they were only $1. One of the things I don't like about McDonald's is the McRib sandwich. Now, many of you might love it, but wait till you hear this. There's actually no rib of any animal in the McRib sandwich. It is pork shaped to look like a rib. And the one food McDonald's employees don't really like eating are the McNuggets, because chicken is not handled very efficiently or properly. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today on this McDonald's journey we took. It certainly has changed over the 40 years since I was a teenager. And I gotta tell you, I remember cheeseburgers for 29 cents. Yeah, have a good day. Please hit the like, subscribe for more crazy news just like this. And if you want, make a comment. That really helps the algorithm in pushing my videos to more people. I'll see you right back here tomorrow with some more crazy news.